Round 3 of the World Rally Raid Championship, and the world's very best off-road racers on 2 wheels and 4 have rolled into Portugal for what promises to be 5 days of spectacular action across some of the toughest terrain planet Earth has to offer. The town of Grandola playing host to the main bivouac with one night in Badajoz, Spain. Over 1,000 kilometres of technical roads to tackle. No surprise then that the event has attracted the biggest names and stars of the sport. In the bikes, all eyes are on Ross Branch, currently leading the championship by 12 points from Ricky Brabeck. And with the American not in attendance, this is a good opportunity for Branch to extend his lead. Meanwhile, Nasser Al-Attiyah returns after a win last time out in Abu Dhabi, and the Qatari is looking for a repeat to reel in championship leader Carlos Sainz.
Yeah, the weather will be not easy, for everyone, but okay, we are a professional driver and we know what we do, and we can race in each condition, it's no problem, but okay, we need to be clever and to win this race.
In the Challenger class, young Lithuanian star Rokas Baciuska returns with a 14-point lead over Austin Jones.
Always, in attack, to get some safety, but yeah, we will try to push, we try to do our job because we want to take a points.
And a familiar face to us all, 9 times World Rally Champion Sebastian Loeb, competing here in the Challenger class.
No, for sure. My expectation here is to learn the race because next year we will come with Dacia, and so it's important to have a little experience of here. It's a very different car from what I'm used to, but okay, I think to learn the place is good.
The rally got underway, as is tradition, with the start ceremony. The fans out in force to catch a rare glimpse of their heroes before it was time for the pre-event prologue stage, a short 5-kilometre dash for the riders and drivers to get their first taste of the Portuguese terrain. In the bikes, it was Spain's Tosha Sharina quickest through the stage on the Honda machine, a great effort in tricky conditions to go 2 seconds faster than Frenchman Adrian van Beveren.
Prologue here in Portugal, the terrain was super mud and super sandy, but yeah, we had a lot of fun here and waiting for the main race.
Meanwhile, Ross Branch was 3rd fastest through. Despite a small fall, the Botswanan was enjoying himself.
I threw it away on a slippery corner, but wow, Portugal's amazing. Thank you to everybody out there. It's really cool to see so many people out on the track, and a little bit too excited for that one, but I loved it. It was like a motocross track and nice and wet, and beautiful way to start the rally.
On to 4 wheels, and in the quads it was a great start to the rally for Argentina's Manuel Andujar, quickest in class by 2 seconds from Kamil Wisniewski. Meanwhile, in the ultimate class, Nasser Al-Attiyah was flying this morning, a full 6 seconds faster than Brazil's Lucas Moraes. The Qatari means business this weekend in the Pro Drive Run Hunter, his goal to leave here leading the championship.
It's a good prologue, and we try to push and to have a good start, for the 100-kilometer stage of today. Yeah, we are quite happy, and car working very well.
In the Challenger class, it was local star Luis Portela alongside David Mergra, normally found on 2 wheels, who dominated the short 5-kilometre prologue, while in the SSVs it was Gonçalo Guerra who set the pace. So with the prologue complete, next in proceedings was the selection process for the starting position in the bikes, and it was America's Skylar Howes tasked with opening stage 1 today.
The prologue, didn't go 100% perfectly, but no, the stage 1 is only 97 kilometers, and it's going to be pretty straightforward. I think more or less on some fire access roads, and yeah, in 97 kilometers, it's not really like the end of the world to open.
And so on to the first full stage, a loop from Grandola back to the bivouac, just 103 kilometers to ease the competitors into the event. In the bikes, Ross Branch was in the wars straight away, getting caught out early on and coming off the bike, leaving the hero team with some work to do tonight. A 2-minute penalty means Branch lies 7th overnight.
yeah, I just made a small mistake, came over a ridge and the track went left and there was no danger, so I went into the bush, went over the bars a few times, but yeah, we're still in it, still in one piece, and we'll see how it goes for the rest of the week.
Branch's teammate Sebastian Bueller, returning to the Hero Factory outfit after missing the Abu Dhabi Desert Challenge, was instantly on the pace. The German posted the 4th fastest time today, but also picked up a penalty, dropping him to 6th. Skylar Howes kicked off the action, and with plenty of rain on the lead up to the rally, conditions were tricky for the riders. The American, as expected, dropped some time, but after his rivals picked up penalties, he found himself finishing 3rd today. Lorenzo Santillino Sanchez was flying the flag for Sherco. A clean run through the test saw him storm to 2nd place. A great ride from the Spaniard, just over 4 minutes off the overall lead. And that was held by this man, Tosha Sharina. After setting the pace through the prologue, he found himself leading the category at kilometre 33, but dropped back in the second half of the stage, only to be awarded the win after Bradley Cox and Adrian Van Beveren were hit with penalties.
Yeah, and the beginning was really hard with the sandy terrain, with sandy sections, and after that we went to the more hard pack section. Yeah, I tried to push again hard, but I had a little mistakes with my with my riding in sand. But yeah, waiting for tomorrow.
In the Rally 2 category, it was a good day for local star Bruno Santos on the Husqvarna, 8th fastest in the stage and quickest of the Rally 2 riders. He leads the class by 13 seconds. Confirmation then, Sharina takes the stage victory ahead of Sanchez and Skylar Howes. All that means he holds a lead of 4 minutes and 15 seconds clear of Sanchez, with Howes, Mayo and Quintanilla rounding out the top 5. In the quads, Manuel Andayar did the double today to take the win in both the prologue and the stage. Despite the difficult conditions for the competitors, Andayar over 2 minutes clear of Antanas Kanopkinas. A great start to the event then for Andayar, drawing on all of his Dakar experience to go fastest today. Confirmation of both his win in the stage and his overall lead, but there's still a long way to go. It was a spectacular fight in the ultimate class today. After dominating the prologue stage, Nasser Al-Attiyah took a steady approach to the first full stage here in Portugal. The Qatari in his Hunter found the conditions difficult today and only managed 6th fastest.
Yeah, it's very difficult, not easy, but we take it easy and we don't need any drama, but okay. To finish day 1 and now we know what we need to do.
Championship leader Carlos Sainz in the Mini, who won the Dakar Rally earlier this year with Audi, was doing whatever he could to keep his campaign alive. Crucially, quicker than Al-Attiyah, a solid drive today, 5th fastest. Up at the business end, Yazid Al-Raji was also on top form. These are not the conditions that the Saudi Arabian is most used to, but he drew on all of his WRC experience and came through the stage in spectacular fashion, knocking on the door of the class win all day, but eventually having to settle for 2nd, just 28 seconds off the pace.
Not easy stage, easy to make mistake. 2 place we go overshoot, but everything is going well with us.
Instead, it was Guerlain Chichery in the Toyota Hilux who was on a push today. The Frenchman 3rd in the championship, just 3 points behind Al-Attiyah, and he knows he's right in the fight for overall victory. Despite a few minor errors, Chichery set the pace.
It was really technical, you know, like super slippery, super tight. It was really easy to make mistake. Actually, we, like everybody, we missed some corners because, you know, the road is not easy to see. Yeah, pretty good, but really dangerous stage.
A good start to the rally for Shishiri then. He tops the timesheets through stage 1, 28 seconds clear of Al Raji in second, with Lucas Moraes confirmed in third. Nasser Al-Attiyah with some work to do tomorrow. In the Challenger class, it was all about the local drivers. These guys know the terrain like the back of their hand and were putting that experience to good use from the word go. Joao Diaz fastest through today despite the difficult conditions in his Can-Am machine. Next came Alexandre Pinto, also in a Can-Am, and another man who was able to take advantage of his local knowledge. It makes all the difference, and he made it a 1-2 finish for Portugal in the Challenger class. The fastest of the W2RC runners today was championship leader Rokas Pachuska, the Lithuanian most importantly outpacing his title counterparts, and for him, that's what matters most.
His first day is done, but there's four days more, and tomorrow more kilometer. Yeah, landscape is nice, just muddy like off-road, but yeah, for everyone the same. But yeah, we did today a good job and need to keep like that for all the rest days.
Meanwhile, Sebastian Loeb, whose presence here has definitely been welcomed by the fans, was the fastest of the tourist machines after his teammate Cristina Gutierrez went off the road. Loeb pressed on to finish fourth in class today.
It's really bad. A lot of mud and a lot of problem with the visibility. We had to clean the windscreen from inside all the time, so it was not easy to concentrate on the track. We were more fighting with the mud and the things coming inside, so it was a difficult one.
So, after the first full stage, it's Diaz who leads the Challenger class here in Portugal, the local man topping the timesheets ahead of Pinto, with Pachuska, Loeb and Armindo Araujo rounding out the top 5. And finally, to the SSV category, and again the local boys were showing the rest of the field how it should be done. Quickest through today was Joao Monteiro by over half a minute. A flawless drive in difficult conditions saw him take the early lead in his T4 Spec Can-Am. Next came Ricardo Ramilo, not quite on home soil yet. He has to wait until Saturday before the rally heads into Spain. Championship leader Yassir Saedan, fourth fastest today after settling himself into the tricky conditions, but with a 59-point advantage over anyone else, he can afford not to take any risks.
It was really muddy, as you can see. It's a short stage, but it was very hard.
Confirmation then of the result from stage 1 and the standings after a difficult day in the mud for the SSV crews. So the first full day of competition is complete here in Portugal. Tomorrow another 160 kilometres lie in wait, and with conditions deteriorating, it's anyone's guess. Don't miss it.